90 minutes.
Accusations of evidence and records being destroyed by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office after a Marine Corps veteran says an inmate brutally beat him up in jail following a traffic stop.
I'm financially completely and utterly ruined.
Now a Jacksonville attorney is accusing the Sheriff's Office of withholding public records, possibly on purpose.
I'm challenging and informing Sheriff Williams, hey, I've sent you letters. Those didn't seem to get a response or a phone call. Maybe this form will. I want you to see the face of somebody who was beaten in your jail and you know has their mouth wired shut.
Hunter Schutt is a Marine Corps veteran. He says he was beaten so badly inside the jail by an inmate that he spent 7 hours in surgery to repair his face. He's also saying that he was refused medical treatment by the jail and spent 13 hours bleeding and unattended.
Schutt hired attorney John Phillips to help him find the inmate who he says attacked him for using a jailhouse phone. Now the pair says the case is so much more after video of the beating and its aftermath are possibly gone forever. iTeam investigator Lindsay Gardner is here trying to get answers. Lindsay.
Well, Mary and Kent, Hunter Schutt says this all started when he was arrested for driving on a suspended license, a license he didn't even know was suspended till he accidentally went through a yellow light. Now, in Florida, under our current laws, driving on a suspended license does not automatically result in an arrest. But an Atlantic Beach officer did arrest Hunter and transported him to the Duval County Jail, where he says his life was changed forever. Hunter Schutt is a changed man.
I've always respected police officers. Yes or no, sir, the whole thing. It doesn't matter if you're in trouble or you're not in trouble. They have a job to do just like I do. But this whole experience kind of showed me a nasty underbelly of the situation when it seems like everyone needs to cover themselves, and then it seems like everyone needs, like turning a light on in a room full of, rats or something. Everyone just scurries away from the situation when I felt I needed help the most.
His nightmare started in April when he was arrested following a traffic stop and then yelled at by an inmate for trying to make a phone call in the jail to get a ride home.
My next memory after that is blood coming out of my mouth and watching an inmate mop up the blood behind me so his bully wouldn't get in trouble. And then I proceeded for the next 13 hours. I'm in there profusely bleeding and throwing up from a concussion.
Once released the next day, Schutt went to the hospital, underwent surgery, and spent 5 days there, racking up close to $200,000 in medical bills. How has this changed your life?
It's totally changed it. I'm financially ruined, physically, and, it's ongoing, too. Like, once this is out, the right side of my face is completely numb, and there's no indication it's going to come back.
He hired attorney John Phillips to help him fight back almost immediately, wanting to press charges against his attacker. The sheriff's office says jail video is deleted 30 days if it's not pulled and preserved. Phillips says he requested the evidence in 5 different letters, all within that 30-day window, only to be told it was gone.
It sounds to me like whoever's running the show in the public records department, it needs to be replaced or investigated.
Our News4JAX crime and safety expert, Ken Jefferson, worked for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office for 24 years, even serving as the public information officer.
The video would be public record. The jail has released videos in the past of activity going on in the jail as well as in the Sally Port.
He says for him, one big question remains.
My question would be, why wouldn't you want to release the records if you're relieving yourself of any kind of liability and you feel that you're right and you've done everything the right way? Why wouldn't you want to release the video to the requesting person in this case?
Jefferson says it is also standard operating procedure that any inmate injured in the jail should get immediate medical attention, even if it includes taking that inmate to an outside hospital. But again, Schutt says that did not happen in this case. So now John Phillips plans to sue the sheriff's office, the city of Jacksonville, possibly looking at filing a civil rights violation over this case. And guys, Hunter Schutt tells me he just wanted the man who did this held responsible, but now he feels like he's going to have a shot at figuring out who that is. So they're really hoping that any other inmates that were in the jail may come forward, witnesses, because all of this started because he was trying to make a phone call.
What is JSO saying about it?
Well, Sheriff Mike Williams was not available for an interview today. Of course, we wanted to pose our questions to him. Instead, the sheriff's office offered us Assistant Chief Annie Smith, who would talk with us by phone. She explained that public records staff routinely does make note of requests for video like what Attorney Phillips did, and that video can be pulled and preserved before it's erased from the system. She says they do that as a courtesy until they get a court order for the footage. Again, the big question remains, they're saying it's that 30-day window, but Phillips says he asked for it 5 times within that window. So he's wondering if it's maybe on a backup system somewhere, if somehow the sheriff watching tonight will see the story and figure out how to preserve it to really help this man get justice. Now, we put our entire conversation with that assistant chief inside of our story on news4jax.com.
Just fascinating. Keep us posted.